What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got news on a potential Cris Cyborg, Cat Zingano bout, Tony Ferguson going at it with Ali Abdelaziz, and much more. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this. Now let's get into it. Tony Ferguson responds to Ali Abdelaziz's old girlfriend burn. The latest salvo in the feud started with Ferguson posted a meme video trolling his one-time rival Khabib Nurmagomedov, poking fun at him not being able to make weight at times. Khabib's old fight manager, who has been close with the Eagle for years, responded on Twitter in kind, saying this: "You're so jealous like an old girlfriend she can get, man." To which Tony fired back with a response of his own: "You're saying it wrong. Thought I taught you better, you thought. You assholes forget where you get your phrases from, like any other casual. Sit down and shut up before I ankle pick you. More annoying than a clingy ex. Fat head's done staying relevant." The remnants of the rivalry from Team Khabib versus Tony Ferguson are still alive, though Khabib himself has for sure moved on to focus on his fight promotion, Eagle FC. Still, Ferguson has lately been calling out Michael Chandler, and UFC President Dana White says they are looking to make that happen sometime this year. What do you think about this back and forth between Tony Ferguson and Ali Abdelaziz? Zabit Magomedsharipov vows to simply destroy someone in February. Can it be? Zabit Magomedsharipov returns to the octagon this year? It's looking likely after Zabit posted a video on Instagram of him grappling with a friend with a caption that read, "28 February, I will simply destroy someone." He posted that video the same day an interview came out in which his manager, Ali Abdelaziz, stated that he was set to talk to the UFC about Zabit's return.
Listen, Zabit he's training, he's in USADA program. But listen, he went through some health problem. He's back training. And I think this is a conversation me and the UFC will have probably next week about Zabit to see what's the future hold for him. And we're going to see what happens.
Zabit has not fought since November 2019 when he beat Calvin Kattar by decision. He's on a 14-fight winning streak and is certainly a featherweight fan favorite for his style and creativity inside the octagon. What do you think about him saying February 28? And who do you think he could fight against? Jake Paul talks Francis Ngannou lawsuit threats after he drops Dana White diss track. Jake Paul's Dana White diss track dropped just a couple days ago, and it was everything you expected. It's closing in on 2 million views on YouTube in just a few days, and it sparked a fury of activity on the MMA world across all online channels. Over the past few weeks, Paul has been talking about putting together a fighters union to help bring more fair antitrust practices to the sport, as he's accused Dana White and the UFC of underpaying fighters and more. In the video, he talks about that in addition to accusing him of infidelity and more. As all the hoopla about the music video continues to make the rounds online, Jake Paul issued a statement to MMA Fighting about it and mentions this: "Dana White is too busy sending out lawsuit threats to his heavyweight champions minutes before they enter the cage to fight another man. I think he actually sent my partner, Nakisa Bidarian, the same thing at 9 p.m. that night when Dana's supposedly being president at his big PPV event for a public company." He goes on to make a comparison to the NBA. Imagine if Adam Silver sent the lawsuit to LeBron James minutes before he took the floor for the NBA Finals, then refused to present him with the NBA championship trophy after he won. It's pure disrespect to the athlete and the sport. Francis Ngannou had previously stated that his manager, Markel Martin, had received a letter from the UFC in connection with talks that they've had with Nakisa Bidarian, the former chief financial officer for the UFC, and is now the co-founder of Most Valuable Promotions alongside Jake Paul. What do you think of the music video? And what do you think about Francis Ngannou's manager receiving a letter from the UFC threatening a lawsuit? Don't forget to take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all the latest fight news. Did the UFC move the Brunson Cannonier fight to UFC 271 so they can be backups to the Adesanya Whittaker title bout? When the UFC pushed back the Derek Brunson-Jared Cannonier fight from January to February, more than a few people were guessing that the promotion did this for them to become replacement fighters should anything happen to middleweight champion Israel Adesanya or Robert Whittaker in the main event of UFC 271 on February 12th. Brunson and Cannonier were set to meet on January 22 at UFC 270, but it was pushed back to February 12th. though no UFC official had come out and explicitly said the reason for the move. But Derek Brunson does believe what seems to be the going theory here. This is what he told MMA Junkie in a recent interview this week.
The UFC, I think they just wanted back up for the title fight in case somebody went down, got injured. They had two guys, 85ers, 3 and 4 ranked guys that can jump in for a title shot.
Brunson has already fought and lost to current champion Israel Adesanya back in November of 2018 and lost in the first round via TKO. But he's now strung along 5 straight victories, including a third-round submission win over Darren Till in his last outing in September. Meanwhile, Cannonier, a big puncher, has resumed his travels along the TKO warpath because when he moved down to 185 pounds in 2018, he won 3 straight via TKO inside of 2 rounds. He's going into this fight having won 4 of his last fights at middleweight. His lone loss, a decision to Robert Whittaker, the title challenger for UFC 271. What do you think is going to happen in this fight? Will it go the distance? Let us know in the comments below.
Yep, May 13th will be my last one. It will be my retirement fight, you know. After many years in the game, you know, the hours on the road, hours in the gym, years have caught up with me, and now every morning I wake up with a bad back and I'm just tired. So yeah, I'm gonna retire. I don't want to be one of those fighters who's getting knocked out all the time by the younger guys. I want to be a guy who goes out, you know, when I want to go out.
Cris Cyborg responds after Cat Zingano accuses her of refusing to drug test for Bellator. More drama behind the scenes between Bellator Women's Featherweight Champion Cris Cyborg and Cat Zingano, as more accusations are being thrown around. Zingano and Cyborg have been on a collision course to meet in the cage ever since Alpha joined the organization, and even Scott Coker, the Grand Chief of Bellator, said he was looking forward to a fight between the two later this year. But days ago, Zingano said this about any potential fight. Hearing Cris Cyborg is refusing to drug test. Well, Cyborg is now responding to Zingano's claims. Cat Zingano, why are you lying? I haven't refused any drug tests. I'm ready whenever you are. Behind the scenes, you keep saying to Bellator, you need more time to prepare for me. You need a different opponent first. Now you go on social media with lies and smear campaigns and excuses? Sad. The two have been online rivals for about a decade, but the trash talking has ratcheted up over the last few months, with accusations of PED use and claims that one fighter is ducking the other. This is what Bellator chief Scott Coker said on Saturday night following Bellator 273 when he was asked about a title fight between Cyborg and Zingano.
Well, I think I would love for them to fight. I think timing is going to be an issue on that fight when Cat is ready to fight her, and you know, we would like that fight to happen as soon as possible.
Ultimately, we'll have to wait and see what happens here. How do you think this will play out? And when do you believe this fight could take place? Today's video was packed with some juicy stories from the fight world. What are your thoughts about what's going on in MMA? Don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos just like this. See you next time.